Hi everyone, Medina here. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Arise Humanity. I really appreciate you. So today I have had a request to discuss the topic of how do we truly manifest. This was from one of my Patreon members, Roz, and she asked about, the best ways to manifest what you're wanting to create in your life. So, at a basic level, it's important to, when we are wanting to create something, be aware of our brain waves. So there are, the different brain waves are alpha and theta waves. And to get the information on this, it's good to know that the theta waves are between 4 and 8 hertz and occur during light sleep or deep relaxation. And the alpha waves measure between 8 and 12 hertz and occur when people feel relaxed and when the brain is in an idle state without concentrating on anything. So those are the brain waves from which you're far more successful to be able to create a state where you're able to manifest things from. So that at a basic level is important to know. But then one of the really lost pieces of information or keys of information is information that Anastasia talks about in her books, in the Ring of Cedars books. Anastasia is the Russian. She's like a sage or an avatar who channels divine wisdom and knowledge. And her books have been read by millions of people around the world. And actually her guidance has been enacted by, thousands, if not millions of people around the world as well. Ways of living that she thinks are going to optimize the human experience. So these books are highly recommended to read. I'll put a picture here of the image of the front of the books. And so her creation in terms of manifestation, or her advice in terms of manifestation, is a lost art or a lost science that was purposely lost by, the controllers or the cabal, or whatever you want to call it, that want to keep in domination over humanity. So they purposefully lost this information and sort of made it hard to connect to. And it's really interesting to read her book on this. I'll try and break it down. It's complicated, but I'll try and break it down. Oh, in some ways it's simple, in some ways it's complicated. Anyway, I'll read a little bit about this information about how to truly manifest. She calls this chapter a secret science. And she says the priests created a secret science. Their doctrine was known as the science of imagery, and from it all other sciences have been derived. To keep the secret, the high priests divided up the whole science of imagery and caused the other priests to think in differing directions. Hence, astronomy, mathematics, physics came along quite a bit later, as well as a multitude of other sciences, including the occult sciences. They were all developed for the simple purpose of drawing people's attention to individual sectors, thereby ensuring that nobody would ever be able to break through to the core of the teaching. So basically what they did was they separated everything into different individual sections. So it sort of diluted or diffused the true teaching of what manifestation was. And then Vladimir asks in the book, what kind of core are you talking about? What kind of science is it? What does it consist of, this science of imagery that you speak of? And Anastasia says, it is a science that allows man to accelerate his thought and think in terms of images, to grasp the whole of the universe at once and penetrate a microcosm, to create invisible yet still living substance images and use them to control a large community of people. Through the help of this science, a multitude of religions came about. One who had even the slightest knowledge of it possessed incredible power and was able to conquer countries and topple kings from their thrones. And does that mean that a single individual could take over a country? Yes, that is right. And the procedure involved is very simple. Okay, so the actual procedure she describes further here. He says, how shall I arrive at the essence of this science? Try telling me yourself what its essence is. What did they learn about it and how? And Anastasia replies, they learned to think in terms of images, as I told you. Yes, you told me, but it's not clear to me what a connection this has with science. And she says, and this is the key, one who masters this science does not need to write out formulas or outline or create a variety of models. He is able to penetrate matter mentally, right down to the nucleus, and split an atom. But this is just a simple exercise to learn how to control people's destinies and those of the populations of various countries. She's explaining, why people used it. But basically, what she's saying is to be able to utilize your ability to picture something, to imagine it, to use images to imagine something, and imagine it from all perspectives with incredible clarity and focus. So being able to have a higher perspective of what you're focusing on, then even have a lower perspective of what you're focusing on. So you can see it from all different angles, and you can see it with the greatest possible clarity and really the focus and the ability to see it with the greatest clearness is your quickest route to manifesting it. So to be able to maybe do it repetitively, do it often, but also to do it in a way that makes it so clear in your mind, in your ability to image it, that it is like 100% already done. There's no doubt in your mind, and your attention is so clear that it's already there. So if you practice this regularly and with this clarity, then your ability to manifest will be most effective. And this is the lost art that she talks about. I have been able to achieve it to some degree. For example, I used to, when I was in Victoria country, living there, I would manifest having a house on the water with a palm tree. And that was where I was living. And that's exactly where I'm living now. So I did do that. And you can do it for everything. It doesn't matter what it is, because everything is the same. Like, if you're trying to, for example, manifest $1 million, it's no different to manifesting $1. They're just different amounts, but it's the same, technique. So really good to practice this secret science that has been lost if you're wanting to create. My other point that I wanted to share with you today is that we are very blessed and lucky to be able to have a wonderful man that I am going to be offering a free event with next Tuesday. His name is Lou Martin, and he is a beautiful, divine, loving being who has incredible discipline in his spiritual practices. He is always throughout his life has been involved in developing his spiritual evolution, and he channels his higher self. He was recently on the show They Call Us Channelers with Kevin Moore, where he was interviewed and then did a channeling. I'll leave the link below. And he is coming to offer a free event on Tuesday for us, which will be to do with a channeling and a global healing. And this will be really profound. It's also on a very significant day. It's incredible that whenever I organize these things, they're always on, without even realizing it, they're always on days that are very important days. And the day that this will be held, again, is a very significant day in terms of the date, in terms of astrology, which is Tuesday coming up. So this will be at 6:30 p.m. Queensland time and 7:30 p.m. Victoria, New South Wales time, Australia time. And that will be 8:30 in Ireland time, where Lou is from. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a channeling here on the end that Lou did with me yesterday when we were on a call together chatting about this. And he is going to be offering his beautiful gifts to you as, you know, a wonderful free service to the universe. So I really encourage you to be there. There's a plane going overhead. Encourage you to be there, and please invite, you know, any family, friends. And, you know, there is a Zoom link available on all my social media for this. And it will be really, really special. So I hope to see you there. And I hope that everyone is doing really well out there, sending lots of love and light. And thank you again for watching my video. Have a beautiful day. Bye.
Yeah, well, there is this tremendous convergence of energies right now of the light. I'm just going to say this, and then I might channel about it here for a minute. But we really have come through the darkness of our forgetfulness and our illusions of separation and denial. And particularly, as we were saying earlier, the cultures and the people that are inherently open to and connected to the wisdom and the love of Mother Earth, and feeling what's happening in the astrological calendar and what's happening, in the changing of the seasons. There's a real ripening and a harvest, that's happening for the consciousness of, the guardians of the earth, I guess is the phrase.
Yes, you can feel the frequency sort of rising all the time, and more light coming in.
Yes. Great. Will I just do a little channeling here?
Perfect. That would be amazing. Thank you.
Okay, great. Sure, honey. Sure. Okay. So here we go. Go ahead and close your eyes. Turn within. Take a deep breath. Right. God bless you, dear friends. Here we come one more time. Oh, powerful times, dear friends, and a powerful time of joy and celebration as the prayers and the dreams and the visions and the asking for the light of the world, for the guardians of Mother Earth, for the tribe of many colors, dear friends, all coming together around the planet at this sacred time, and recognizing in your own heart and recognizing in the light of each other's eyes and in the joy and the happiness of the voices and the songs lifted in celebration, that this is a new time and you are prepared for the challenges, the opportunities, and the invitations to shine your light and to share your love. The guides, guardians, teachers, and friends of humanity and Mother Earth gather in this eternal moment of now and call forth from our hearts and your hearts as one heart to awaken, to arise, and to be free. Take a deep breath. Dear brothers and sisters of love and light, it is your moment to stand in the sunlight of the dawn of the new day and to sing a joyous song of celebration, of healing, and of compassion and love for humanity, coming out of a long, dark night of the soul and returning now into the fullness and the wholeness, the flowering, the blooming, and the harvesting. Dear friends, of all the prayers of love and peace that humanity has prayed for and wept for and worked for and lived and died for thousands of years, you stand with us as one, and we stand with you. You know who you are, and you know your purpose, and you know the mission upon which you've been called into this lifetime of lifetimes, to love all life free. Let it be. Let it be your call. Let it be your charge. Let this be your day. We love you so. All is well. In the oneness of love, be at peace and know this is your time, and we are prepared as you are. Peace and blessings. Namaste.
That was so beautiful. Thank you so much, Lou.
Sure.
Just fills my heart. Thank you.